company. Centaur, your kind of company. Centaur.
Over the years, Smart has developed and provided various services to meet customers' needs.
To the dreamers, doers, and the believers, thank you for making Smart a part of your story. For 19 years of trust, loyalty, partnership, and shared experiences.
As we celebrate 19 years of connecting lives and dreams, let's keep the rhythm alive. Together, let's continue to shape our future one connection at a time.
Come and be a part of the Smart family, where we empower you and our country today, tomorrow, and beyond.
Smart, bringing people together.
The April sale is now at Cellular World. Enjoy massive savings store-wide and take your luck when you get a chance to get cash back with our Scratch and Win Tickets giveaway. Ask about our unbeatable low prices guaranteed with budget phones starting as low as $49. Android starter phones starting at an all-time low price of just $115. Redmi gaming phones starting at $359. Samsung A-series lead offers starting at just $269. Fully backed up by 1-year local warranty. Plus, the newly added ZTE, Infinix, Logic, and Tecno smartphones now available countrywide. But that's not all. We've got you covered with something for everyone. Kids tablets, smart TVs, speakers, headphones, and earbuds, gaming consoles, smartwatches, accessories, and so much more. Visit any of our stores in Belize City, Belmopan, San Pedro, and now in Orange Walk to start shopping today. Or shop with us via our virtual store through Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 615-5141. Don't miss out. We got the deal for you.
Introducing Max, the one to watch. When you want the best content, and an enhanced experience. Starting February 27, if you have HBO, you'll have access to Max.
Good evening. With your news also simulcast on Face FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Over the weekend, authorities from neighboring Chetumal, Quintana Roo reported that an elderly man from Belize had been located on the streets suffering from several injuries and severely dehydrated. The elderly man was later identified as 84-year-old Ernesto Burke, a resident of Orange Walk Town. The elderly man was found walking near the extension of Alvaro Obregon. Tonight, we can confirm that Burke has returned to Orange Walk and is currently recovering at his home. Today, we spoke to his daughter, Tina Bennett, who told us that the elderly Burke travels frequently to Chetumal to visit his sister and purchase medication. On this last occasion, Burke left Belize Friday, and it wasn't until Monday that they discovered that their father had been found in Chetumal.
He like to go to Chetumal because he have a family there. And then when he go to Chetumal, well, he stop right there to his sister, and then his sister give him money, and then he go and buy pills. But then tell me that he lost in 3 days. So I know only yesterday my brother come and tell me that my father is lost. So I get frightened because he never lost. That is the only thing I understand. But he gone last night and gone and fine, and so he bring her this morning.
Burke's family understands that he was on his way to his sister's home in Chetumal when he became disoriented and lost his way.
No, he gone from Friday. So then tell we until Saturday, yesterday, I know that my daddy's phone is lost, and then phone he yesterday in Chetumal with the injury, because I have an injury in my head, but I don't see him yet. So he have that injury, so he need help. He need lot of help. Yes, he live alone. He don't live with nobody because my mom dead, and so he live by himself. So I think he need help. He need a lot of help for that because he want to buy food, have and all of that. That's why he come out there to preach, for see if somebody could help him. I think we need to help. Need a help for him.
And how is he? His health?
Huh?
His health.
Well, like he don't old like he 84. Well, he last because he don't get like a baby, so he need help and health. What you say, health, and so he need that. He need all of that because he need to check a doctor too.
Burke returned home this morning with the help of family members. The elderly man, according to his family, suffered a blow to the head and is currently recovering from the injury. After being on leave from cabinet for almost 8 months earlier this month, as government announced a reshuffling in cabinet, Minister Andrew Perez was also reinstated as the Minister of the Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management. The Belize Rural South Area representative took the leave of absence as he faced allegations of sexual harassment against a female attorney. Following those allegations, the government had announced its intention to carry out an investigation into the matter to determine if the minister was guilty of any actionable wrongdoing. Today, when asked if there was an investigation into the matter, PM John Briseno told reporters that no one provided evidence to the Office of the Attorney General, and the investigation ruled that no laws were broken. As to Minister Paris's reinstatement, PM Briseno says that decision was made based on the minister's laurels.
What I can tell you is that anybody could have made any report to the Attorney General and nobody did.
But was there actually an investigation?
Nobody did. The investigation was that no laws were broken. You could question the judgment of the person, but no laws were broken that came to light. Nobody went to the Attorney General and said, "Here's an evidence."
And so it was determined that the minister did not offer things that he shouldn't have to this woman.
As I said, nothing came to attention, no evidence. I think the point that you all are missing is that Minister Perez went into his constituency and he worked hard. And for this municipal election, he along with the mayor, Wale Nunez, they won by the largest margin ever in the history of San Pedro.
It is of note that the female attorney also made further allegations against the minister following his re-establishment, adding that no one from the Attorney General's office approached her for the evidence she says she has. An official police report is yet to be made against the minister. The Board of Directors and the General Manager of the St. Francis Xavier Credit Union is tonight likely up in arms after Justice Martha Alexander found that the Registrar of Credit Unions acted rightfully when he appointed an administrator to the credit union after the discovery of serious irregularities. The Board of the Directors of the Credit Union and the General Manager, under claim number 189 of 2023, took the matter to court, citing 10 issues. Out of those pointers, the judge ruled that only one held weight, and that is that Registrar acted illegally when he imposed a $2,000 fine upon the institution. Now, the question remains, will the claimants appeal the decision of the High Court? It is their right, says Senior Counsel Andrew Marshall-Leck, who represented the defendant.
But for the most part, 90% plus of it, yes, the registrar's positions have been vindicated.
Do you anticipate any appeal?
I don't know, but that's their right. That's the right of anybody who suffered an adverse decision to appeal.
And does it relate to another aspect? I'm not sure we could talk about it. The challenge to come in relation to the actual dismissal. That's your understanding, right? Given what has transpired with this one, do you actually expect that to occur now?
Well, I would expect so. I know there are issues. The administration is ongoing, and there may be issues there that they feel they must litigate. I don't advise in relation to that in any way. So I don't know, I can't say, but it's a possibility.
Elmer Nah has been on the newscast countless times, and more so after he was charged for the murder of the Ramirez brothers that happened on December 31st, 2022. The incident was all captured on surveillance, and it sent shockwaves across the country. Nah remains in lockdown tonight. Today, his case was returned to the court in Belmopan. Elmer Cornejo gathers the information provided in this following report.
In January last year, police formally arrested and charged now former Police Corporal Elmer Nah for the double murder turned triple murder of the Ramirez brothers, and later for that of Vivian Belial Ramirez. He was also slapped with the charge of use of deadly means of harm. Since he was arrested and charged, Nah has been on lockdown at the Belize Central Prison as he awaits the results of his court case. Today, his case was returned to the Magistrate Court in Belmopan City, and finally, the preliminary hearing has ended. Outside the court, Alifa Elrington spoke to reporters. She confirmed that Na is well on his way to the Supreme Court for trial.
So this morning, two things happened. One, there was an objection with respect to some evidence that we were putting in on the last occasion that we were actually in court. We made reference to the evidence, and the defense raised an objection with respect to the evidence, but we were able to show the court that the defense had full knowledge of the evidence. Nothing that we were presenting on that day was new to the defense. The chief magistrate agreed, and we were able to actually submit the final documentation for the preliminary inquiry with all the necessary evidence that was in the police possession to the court for the preliminary inquiry. Then secondly, because of the challenge by Mr. Jones on behalf of Mr. Na to the preliminary inquiry, the chief magistrate made her decision, and Mr. Na was committed to the High Court for trial.
So the preliminary inquiry is finished?
The preliminary inquiry has been concluded.
So now we move to the Supreme Court. What date, more or less, can we expect Mr. Napa?
Well, the matter was committed to the next session as required by law, which is on the 12th of June.
Elmer Na, in a previous appearance in court, had requested for a second copy of the surveillance footage that allegedly recorded the murder and gunman. According to Na, he is sure that if the recording is enhanced, he will be relieved from the charges being brought against him. Elrington today gave a comment in that regard.
If that is the case, the defense will have sufficient time between now and the time for trial to be able to get it enhanced, to be able to do whatever they need to do with the video to show the court that particular position.
I know that they brought it here today and you were saying that they didn't bring enough evidence to back up their claims.
My position simply was that you cannot come before the court and argue before the court and give what I explained to the chief magistrate was third-party hearsay, because you're telling the court that your client told you that some expert said nothing was put in an affidavit. This was not put before the preliminary inquiry in the proper manner, because he could have submitted the necessary affidavits in that manner. And so that was my point this morning, that even if the court were to have entertained the argument itself, it had to be properly before the court. And it was not properly before the court, because we don't know which expert you're talking to. We don't know anything. We don't even know if you actually had an expert look at the video under the circumstances. But like I said, they will have ample opportunity to do all of that before the High Court.
Did they bring forth any other evidence, or is their defense solely based on it's not him in that video?
Mr. Jones sought to attack all aspects of the evidence when he challenged the preliminary inquiry. At this point, all I will say is that the evidence was sufficient for it to be sent up to the High Court.
And in that moment in time, the Belial and Ramnerist families ascertained that the judgment of the High Court, after it begins in June later this year, can provide some justice for the victims of the gruesome murder, which was recorded last year on New Year's Eve. Speaking on behalf of the families outside the magistrate court was Dion Pascasio.
Well, we are extremely grateful that we have come to this place. You see, we've been relentlessly coming to the court for every session because we want to see things move ahead. For us, you know, the case and getting justice is going to bring closure. We know how the system operates in terms of there is a procedure you have to go through, and at the end of the day, then a verdict will be made. But for us, as a family, it is going to help us that the process is moving along. So right now we are very happy that we have come to this place, and so we know going forward it will be dealt with at the Supreme Court level, and so we're that one step closer, to getting some verdict or to bring closure to the case.
So what is the family hoping for in terms of the case now being moved to the Supreme Court level?
Well, we're hoping that it would be moved forward efficiently, time-wise, and we don't want it to be dragging on and not making any kind of progress, and we just want to see justice served. Like you said, we we are a praying family. Our faith and trust is in God, that God is going to bring justice. And so for us, we're just trusting God that everything is going to work out, and we'll be continue what we've been doing all along, which is just praying and trusting God to work the process out for us.
But all that hope remains outside the court. Inside the courtroom, a trial case is guided by the laws of the land, substantiated by testimonies and evidence. Evidently, Elmer Na has taken the position that once the evidence of the video taken on the night of the crime is presented in court, he will be vindicated. But for the families of the victims, that holds no weight as they question, why is it that it is only recently that Na requested the enhancement of the surveillance footage?
Well, I can't answer the question of why he did or didn't. Nor are we against if that is what they want to do. I mean, he has all right to defend himself. He has a right to claim his innocence if he is innocent or whatever. He has a right to do whatever he wants to do in his defense. So for us, we are neither here nor there about that. We know that God will bring justice to the case, and whoever the killer is, and if it is him, that it will be God will allow it to take place. So for us, it's not like we're as a family, we're not obsessed with Elmer Na and wanting this and wanting that. We just want justice to be done, and we want to follow the process through where the court is concerned. So for us, we may not have liked the way it happened in terms of the family was that we didn't know when certain things were going on. It would have been good to know. But apart from that, we don't. It's neither here nor there for us.
This case now elevates to the High Court of Belize at the next session, which is tentatively scheduled for June 12, 2024. Elmer Cornejo, CTV3 News.
On April 4, the government of Belize saw the swearing in of 3 new ministers of state who were installed following the March 6 municipal elections. They are Honorable Jorge Espat, who joined the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development, Investment, Civil Aviation, and Immigration as Minister of State for Investment. Honorable Marconi Leal, who was sworn in as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing, and Honorable Alex Balona was sworn in as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security, and Enterprise. They joined the 25 other ministers and ministers of state in the now 28-member cabinet. The addition of 3 more junior ministers of cabinet has undoubtedly raised the ire of the opposition, who is questioning the roles of these new cabinet members. In responding to those criticisms today, Prime Minister John Briceño says the appointment of these ministers came for the benefit of constituents across the country.
How do you respond to the criticism levied by the United Democratic Party in terms of the specific roles of these ministers of state?
Well, I think they're the last to be able to talk. I mean, because of what they did when they were in government. The point that I was trying to make is that first of all, it is not costing much to the voters or the taxpayers. Why? Because they have been chairpersons of House committees. And that had, because of that, they had to increase their salary. Now that they have become ministers of state, that is going to be reduced so that they don't have an unbalance on the amount of monies that they collect along with their colleagues. What is important is that they'll be able to provide more work and to be able to do good work for the people in not only their constituencies but in the country, to help the ministers. We have a lot of work ahead of us, and we believe that there's still time is coming up on us, and we need to be able to get the work done.
And we have more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal.
Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
One day, we decided to gather everyone who loves The Last of Us in one place. The naked and afraid fans, and well, everyone who loves realities. The ones who don't like spoilers, and the ones who do. And those who love Barbie and Peppa Pig. That place is called Max. Well, it's not an actual place. It's on your screens, and there's room for everyone. Max is here to bring you more of the stories that you love. Max, the one to watch.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected. Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anthony Smith, and I'm here to introduce OneLink Mobile. OneLink Mobile is not just an app, it's a future way of payments in Belize. It's easy, it's fast, you can download it right now. Guys, if you don't believe me, let me pass you on to the lovely Miss Gomez, who can tell you a little bit more about the app.
Thank you for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. At Heritage Bank, our vision is to become the premier financial institution with cutting-edge technology that simplifies the financial life of our customers. The inception of OneLink Mobile aligns perfectly with this vision. We're excited about this strategic partnership because OneLink Mobile ensures each transaction is safe and private. Our joint efforts will put a powerful, user-friendly financial tool in the hands of the public. We feel that OneLink Mobile makes banking convenient like never before. By linking your debit or credit card, you can make payments to merchants and other OneLink users anywhere. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Anthony.
Thank you, Miss Gomez, for those great insights about OneLink Mobile. Now I want to pass you on to Mr. Sydney, who's an entrepreneur that's been using the OneLink Mobile.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sidney Perifit. I'm a licensed tour guide and also a construction consultant, among other things. And I want to tell you about OneLink Mobile. It is going to be a cash app that is going to revolutionize the way we make payments here in Belize. You can receive payments from abroad with just a click. So no longer do you have to wait for deposits when you're booking tours. Clients can pay you from their home. Also, in every other aspect, locally, you can make payments to each other face-to-face from the comfort of your own home. No longer do you have to transact with cash, worry about money wiring, etc. All of this is going to be in the palm of your hand. OneLink is going to revolutionize the way we do payments here. All right, back to you, Anthony.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sydney. Guys, if you don't have OneLink Mobile, get it right now, guys. It's free. You can download it right now. It's going to change the way how you pay in Belize. It's the future of Belize, guys.
A resident of Ladyville has become the latest victim of a growing trend of online scams, losing a substantial sum of money in a fraudulent scheme involving the supposed sale of a coveted iPhone 15 Pro Max. 28-year-old Christopher Latchman, a barber of Ladyville in the Belize district, reported being defrauded of $2,400 after falling prey to a scam orchestrated via a Facebook buy and sell page. According to reports, Latchman was initially contacted by an individual. She claimed that her boyfriend had an iPhone 15 Pro Max available for purchase. The phone was attractively priced at $2,400 Belize dollars, with a promise of convenient delivery via Tropic Air shipping once payment was received. Eager to secure the deal, Latchman, along with his co-worker, proceeded to make 2 separate deposits into an Atlantic bank account registered under the name of the woman's boyfriend. However, upon completing the transaction and confirming payment, communication with the alleged seller ended immediately. Latchman was left without the phone and with no means of recovering his money. Upon realizing he had been scammed, Latchman immediately reported the incident to local authorities, who have launched an active investigation into the matter. As part of their investigation, authorities have formally requested assistance from the Financial Intelligence Unit (FIU) to trace the fraudulent transactions. The suspect remains at large. In a release issued last month, the Belize Sugar Industries BSI-ASR indicated that it is considering its options after government approved the terms of reference for its Sugar Industry Commission of Inquiry. In the release, the manufacturer stated that the commission seeks to delve into the private affairs of the company and believes the inquiry will serve the sole purpose of providing ammunition for One Cane Farmer Association, the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association, BCFA, to continue its relentless effort to coerce BSI to pay more for cane without any economic or business justification. BSI-ASR further indicated that the decision is politically driven and sends a clear signal to all prospective investors that the government is not serious about investment in Belize and will not hesitate to damage investors for purely political gains. In conclusion, the company stated that it has no intention of being compelled to produce proprietary and confidential commercial information, the rights over which are protected by law, and calls the inquiry a further assault on its business interests and outright bad faith by the government. Today, while on the Sun Up Morning Show, the PM was asked to comment on the company's threat to leave the country and do business elsewhere. According to Prime Minister John Briceño, BSI is going nowhere and has committed to the Commission of Inquiry under certain characteristics.
What is the current situation happening there?
That's not going to happen. I think they did it more in their frustration, and which I agree with them in a lot of it, that sometimes BSFA can be unreasonable in some of their demands. But then BSFA take it personal at me because I see how they are. We have 3 associations that have been working very well with BSI. I know BSFA refuses to and makes certain demands that you know that they can't meet. And I have been trying to work with both sides, and we've been having some success. Right now, things are calm. We're working. We're going with the Commission of Inquiry. BSI have already indicated that they will participate in the Commission of Inquiry, but in only certain aspects, in the aspects that they believe infringes in their personal business and what is it that they do. They are not going to participate, and they have a right. But they want to look at, which is what we need to look. With planting practices, harvesting practices, how we take care of our plants, the cane stocks. For instance, now
have to make sure they have proper drainage. So when it rains, the water doesn't stay.
Mhm.
As though it rain, not leave it rain hard and then it stop. And when a rain stays on there for too long, the heat kills the cane. So we have to have proper drainage. How is it that we're going to deliver the cane efficiently to BSI? These are certain things. How can we improve productivity with the same amount of cane, with the same amount of land? These are the issues that we need to be addressed that can make us better.
The People's United Party is gearing up for conventions in the next few months. According to Prime Minister John Bresenio, the executive is going to meet next week, Thursday, to discuss the machinery and other pointers.
I want to give our candidates a minimum of 1 year of preparation.
Exactly.
So that, they become the candidate and then they have at least a year to be able to work in there. That's my ideal thought. So if we have to move very quickly and hopefully we could have our conventions in the next few months and get it over with and then still continue governing, we can't forget that. Right. But at the same time, start to prepare for the next election. It's going to be in 2025. It's no secret.
So no early election?
No early elections.
Nothing this year?
Not this year.
November next year.
November next year.
Well,
you stay on
that's
that?
the plan. Can't discuss.
You're dashing. I just want to say you're dashing, sir.
That's for me to decide. That I will decide when I think it's the right time, but it's not going to be 2024.
So you sleep on.
As you heard, the country is not looking at an early general election. Prime Minister John Bresenio today also addressed concerns which have been raised regarding the budget allocated to housing for the current fiscal year. During its budget presentation, the government announced a $6 million investment for low-income homes and housing repairs. Though the allocated funds are less than the government would want to invest in housing, PM Bresenio says it will ensure that more Belizeans are able to get access to homes, in addition to over 400 homes which have been built since 2020.
Well, let's put it this way, it's way better than what the UDP was doing. I mean, the UDP, they built no homes, and so far we have built going to close to 400 homes to houses, and that's what you need to look at. What is it that we're getting for? The UDP voted for $8 million every year, and no houses are being built. So we are building houses. Yes, we've said we'd want to do more, but we have to do with what we have. We are just looking around, see if we can get cheap long-term funding, and we're working on that. And should we get that, then obviously we're going to make it available for housing.
Yeah. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Wednesday, April 17th here on CTV3 and Faista FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com, CTV3 Belize News, or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.